Why would I pay to work? Why would anybody pay to work? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angel K, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about models having to pay to walk in a fashion show. If you're new here, I make videos on things that I find interesting and that just kind of stick out to me when I'm like scrolling on the internet. This particular topic is interesting to me because I also used to model and I've done New York Fashion Week before. So when I saw this, I was just like, what? So yeah, we're gonna get into everything in a second, but don't forget to follow my other socials as well. You can follow me on Instagram at angel.k and my TikTok angelk_. It's really hot today. Sorry, it's like 95 degrees here in Jersey and I'm burning up because if I turn on my AC, I'm just gonna have a lot of background noise and I want you guys to have like good quality videos, you know. So stressful. I'm also going to be trying this new thing where I add chapters into my videos so you guys can kind of go to the chapter you want to watch. All right, let's get into the post that I saw. It was by one of my mutuals who saw this on her Instagram and she posted it on TikTok and then on Instagram. So it's by a designer who goes by Perry Jones Collections. And this is what the post said. 5 days away for New York Fashion Week casting. Just a couple spots left for New York Fashion Week as we were doing a final casting Friday the 8th at 6 p.m. at Hotel Edison in Times Square. Address, blah, blah, blah. For the ones that couldn't make it out to LA, this is it. No virtual reel. You have to be present as we will be fitting right on the spot. There will be a modeling fee once you're booked for the show. The show in New York City will be on the 9th, blah, 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 blah. So that part, when he said there will be a modeling fee, that's the part that is just crazy. This is something that I've seen a lot, and it's one of the reasons why I decided to stop being a model, because there's a lot of like weird scamming opportunities out there where they try to make it seem as if they're giving the models an opportunity, as if, you know, we or former me used to be so desperate for an opportunity and you want to build your portfolio. You want to say, hey, I was in New York Fashion Week, so you're willing to pay to be in a show. Now, I've personally never paid to be in a show because why would I pay to work? It's already bad enough that models don't get paid. And then another way that they try to do this as well is that they'll say you have to sell a certain amount of tickets. And let's say they give you like 10 tickets that you have to sell and each ticket is $40. Whatever you don't sell, you have to pay out of pocket. So if you sell 6 tickets, but you have 4 tickets left, 4 times 40, you have to pay $160 to be able to walk in the show for the certain designer. To me, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, designers and models should be working together to help each other build each other's portfolio. Same with photographers. So anyways, the designer commented and he said, this was brought to my attention. I don't see where the confusion is in this, but if you're getting in your feelings, this industry has been like this for a long time. To walk in New York Fashion Week or any big show, sometimes you'll have to pay unless you're picked for that particular designer. And it depends on the designer, you'll have to pay as well to walk for them. I was in New York Fashion Week twice and I never had to pay, ever. I never paid a single dime, and a lot of models have never paid. It's this new thing. They try to exploit people who need an opportunity. Yes, they've done that before in the past as well in other ways, but now it's just like out in the open, like, yeah, you just gotta pay. And some models really do it. It's crazy. To me, it's really crazy that there are some people out there that are actually paying, because if there weren't people that were paying, this wouldn't be going on no more. It would have been done like, none of us are paying. They would have had to just cut this shit out. But there are people that have paid. So then the original person who posted, she said, sounds like an excuse to me, but thanks for attempting to explain. And then he commented as well. Again, he said, not sure if you're new to the industry, but I know of many productions and designers that charge for models to walk. No time to explain. Just look it up. That doesn't make it okay. And my thing is, like, unfortunately, this probably gonna sound a little harsh, but I think that the people that do pay to be in shows are just not that experienced. I feel like it's just no way a really good experienced model, you know, somebody who's been doing this for years is not going to pay to be in a show. So when you have all these newbies that are desperate for an opportunity, you're going to get that level of experience in your show. So if that's the type of talent that you would want in your show just because they're paying and they're going to be modeling your designs, that's how you want to showcase your work. Like, y'all get what I'm trying to say? Like, you have somebody who's so desperate to be in a show who will pay, they don't have the experience, and they up there looking like a baby deer trying to walk. And you feel like that's better than just choosing somebody that will do it for free, or even paying someone. Because let's not even get into that, how they don't even pay models. Now it's just crazy. To me, it was always a problem that I never got paid to be in these shows, because I'm like, I gotta make money. I love doing this, but like, what am I gonna be, a homeless model? Am I gonna be, you don't get paid for photo shoots, you don't get paid for runway. Of course you get paid for like campaigns and, you know, magazines and stuff like that. Like, you get paid for certain work, but you don't get paid for runway shows. And who is even a Perry Jones collection? Mind you, let's say, I don't know, Dolce & Gabbana reached out to me and they say, hey, you got to pay to be in our show. You know, I didn't write this down in my notes. I haven't actually thought about this, but I honestly, I don't think I would do it. I think I would think about it like I'm trying to do now, but the time is running out. Feel so much pressure, and it's hot. I really don't think that I would pay to be in a show. Like, cause then what's the point? Just to say I walked for Dolce & Gabbana, yeah, that could probably give me more opportunities, but it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that somebody's gonna be like, oh, you walked for Dolce? Okay, let's put you in 50 other shows that we're actually gonna pay you for. It'll probably be the same runaround where you just don't get paid, you know. So it's just no. But then this is where it gets interesting, because he tried to backtrack, deleted his previous post, and then made another post saying, it's been brought to my attention that misinformation regarding my brand is being shared via social media, that I charge models to walk in my show. This statement is not true. Feel free to DM me if someone has asked you to pay to walk in my show. I'm sorry for the confusion. I mean, I'm not even trying to get on that designer specifically, because this happens frequently and it's only getting worse. Not to mention that models don't get treated well at these shows. We are sometimes required to go to unpaid rehearsals, and then for the actual day of the show, they don't feed you. They don't even have snacks. Sometimes they don't even have bottled water. Like, if you have a little bit of free time, you can walk to the store and get you something out of your own money. Sometimes they don't even have makeup artists. They don't have hairstylists. Or even, it's even worse for a Black woman. It's hard for them to find hairstylists that can do everybody's hair. So when you have like a different mixture of races in one show, they will cater to the easier hair that's easier to do. So like, you'll have to wear a wig or something that kind of matches an easier texture. And then you have other Black women that'll just go bald and just say, hey, I'm not dealing with this. Like, I'm not going to miss out on any opportunities or go up there looking crazy because y'all don't know how to do hair. Or I say it like that, because y'all don't know how to do hair. But no, for real, like, models do not get treated well. Sometimes we have to get dressed in front of everybody, which I know that is seen as a norm, but to me, it's not normal. I'm not about to be out like naked. Fully naked. Okay, well, sometimes you know, you got your drawers on and stuff, but like, you'll have like, you know, your front out and you're just in front of everybody, girls, guys, production. You know, sometimes people, it's just too much. It's too much. You don't get your own changing rooms. Like, all of that to me, don't get me wrong, all of that to me can be worked through. But then it comes to the fact that now y'all expect models to pay for all of this. Just to say what, I also want to get into why I decided to become a content creator instead of a model anymore. And all the reasons I listed is literally just that. The main thing being that you just don't get paid. Like, you don't get paid in any industry. You're going to have to put up with certain things. But if you're having fun, it's your passion, and you get to pay your bills with it, it kind of evens out, you know what I'm saying? For me, I just got to a point where like, I was working so hard. I knew that I was talented. That's the thing. I know I'm talented. It would just be like constantly going to castings, getting rejected over and over and over, doing all these photo shoots, doing all these shows, not seeing a penny and then I'm still having to work another job on the side. I had to like ask myself, what's the end goal of all of this? To be a high paying model would be amazing, but how many people really work their way from the bottom and make it there? Not for nothing, it's a lot of Nepo babies. It's a lot of them that make it to the top, that not even make it, but they're already born to the top. And to me, it was such a struggle where I wasn't even enjoying life. Like, my quality of life was so bad because I'm sitting here chasing something that at some point I had to ask myself, does this even make me happy? Because I feel like there's just more to myself. I can do so much more than just model. You know, I also dance, I also act. To me, I felt like I was limiting myself so much by just trying to be a model when I could do so many other things. And so when I moved to Atlanta, a lot of people know me from my Atlanta videos. So if you remember when I used to say like I moved out there for the opportunities for modeling, acting, dancing, y'all, it was the same situation of just like overworking and just being underpaid, basically. In Atlanta, it was just a whole different ball game. You know, you got your BBLs, you got your long pink 30-inch wigs, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different type of competition where I felt like I had to be somebody I was not, especially as like a black woman, and seeing other black women and who were getting picked, who were getting the gigs. It's certain things you had to also do. Like, I remember there was this one casting director who wanted to work with me and do music videos and stuff, and I think it was going to be paid like maybe $200 per video. But I was like, okay, maybe, you know, I could go in there. I'm always thinking long term. I'm like, I could go in there, network, find people who know people, build off of that. But then it's like, oh yeah, we just gonna need you in a bikini, or we need you in lingerie. You're gonna be shaking ass, basically. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with that. The girls be looking sexy in the videos. But for me, I just felt like that's not my lane. That's not something I would be comfortable doing. I could just be doing other things that actually make me happy. Shaking my ass on camera don't make me happy. Being half naked on camera in front of millions of people just for a famous rapper does not make me happy. And then I'm getting paid $200. You gotta spend some money to see this ass. No, I'm just playing. But like, seriously, like, no, it's just no way. It's just no way. And so I found with content creation, I'm still doing the same things, but actually getting paid. The only difference is that I gotta have the audience, you know, have the followers. They don't just rely on talent. Like these brands, of course, like the sponsorships, when they reach out to you, they're not just relying on your talent itself. You could be a pretty face, you could be extremely talented, but if you have like 400 followers, no brand is gonna sponsor you. And so that's what I've been working on for the past few months, is just trying to get my audience up so these brands could pay me. And thankfully on TikTok, I got a pretty good audience, and that has also helped me get into other work like UGC videos, which is user generated content, where I basically create content for brands and I don't have to post on my own page. So, you know, if a video goes viral or something and a brand really likes my look and they like the way I talk, or they think I'm professional, which is something I'm very like anal about. I try to present myself as just, you know, professional, well put together, classy woman. So when brands see that, even if like they don't want me to post on my own page, or they just want me to create content for them, that has also, like, I've also gotten those opportunities from social media. I literally get emails from brands that I could only dream of working with as a model, and that's just off the strength of me. Like, I don't have no agency, I don't have no management, like it's literally just me, which is crazy. I need to look into some management. But, you know, not to name drop or nothing, but the other day I got a package from YSL Beauty. I wish I could reach over and grab it, but they got me a mascara and 2 lipsticks, and I was just like, you Saint Laurent, y'all want me to make a video for y'all? Like, of course. So I'm just so, like, I don't want to make this a whole like, oh my god, I'm just so grateful to be here type of video, but I really am grateful that I've had that perspective, because being a creative in this generation is already hard in itself, and trying to make money off of it is such a hurdle. Like, it's just so, people will try to exploit you. That's another reason why I like try to help other creatives and other artists that I see and just tell them like, hey, just focus on social media. You could bring your talents to the platform. Like, I feel like there's never just one lane that somebody's in, because as we can see, sometimes we have actors who also dance, dancers who also sing, singers who also model, you know, like it's so many different things that make up an artist. So like taking it to social media, I just feel like it's just a smart business move. That's really what it was, just a smart business move. And as we can see also with the strike, actors don't get paid as much as we think. Sorry, I'm really hot. But these actors had to go on strike because they were literally getting paid pennies in residuals. Now, of course, like you're gonna have to keep working to continue making income. But I'll say, like, even when I took a couple months off of YouTube, and I don't got that many subscribers. Y'all can scroll down and look. I ain't got that many subscribers, but I still was getting checks every month. I could take off like 4 or 5 months and I'm getting, I'll say, some decent checks. Like nothing, I'm not like in the thousands, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's still better than pennies. But then the last thing I want to also touch on is that going to castings and being constantly rejected can do something to your self-esteem. It could really make you feel like you're not good enough. And for me, maybe I'm a little conceited, maybe I'm just a little cocky or just confident. I'm just like, no, I know I'm talented. I know I'm good. I just might not be what y'all are looking for, and that's fine. But it was just getting to a point of just being oversaturated. So yeah, when it comes to those castings, that's another reason. Like I couldn't do it no more. Like I was spending money to go to these castings, making sure my hair was on point, my makeup was on point, my outfit was on point, you know, putting together a portfolio, putting together comp cards, all this stuff, just to be looked at for 2 seconds and thank you for coming, just shoot out the door like a rodent. That to me was just like, okay, y'all got me messed up. But I am going to a casting tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I'll take modeling gigs here and there. I haven't actually been to a casting in years, but I found this one and they're paying really, really well. Like they're paying really well. And this type of gig is right up my alley. I know I would be perfect for it. Not trying to jinx it. Should I cross my fingers or fingers uncrossed? I think fingers crossed. Like I said, they're paying really well. So I'm willing to risk it for how much they're paying, but I'm not about to risk it for like $300-400. You know what I'm saying? Like it's good. It's really good. So I'm gonna let y'all know how that casting goes tomorrow. I'm really excited. But stay tuned for my next video where I do a deeper dive into the modeling industry. I might post in like a couple weeks because I gotta do some research. I really want to like do some real good research on this and see exactly where we went wrong, how we get from here to how do we get from here. Like you would think it would get better. Anywho, that is it for this video. I'm gonna rip this wig off, take this makeup off and all that stuff. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here, and I will see y'all in my next video.